everyone, this is Kathy, and welcome back to my channel. And as you may have noticed, I have changed the name of my channel. It's no longer Kathy's Happy Home, it's now This is Kathy's Life. And today I'm going to answer three questions that I've been asked by you and my viewers. So let's start with, why am I changing the name of my channel? I've had this channel now for 4 years, 5 years. I can't remember. I know I started it on my birthday, and I think it was December of 2022, 2021. I really am not sure. But anyway, at that time, I was planning on making this all about homekeeping, cooking, cleaning, organizing, but that is not what this channel has morphed into. You see me go to my sister's, you see me go down the shore, you see me do all kinds of things, moving, uh, showing you the new front to the house, and um, all different kinds of things. So it's no longer just homemaking, and so it's my life. And I decided to change it to This is Kathy's Life. This is Kathy's Life. That's what you're watching. And I don't know why every time I go to film, my nose itches. That's part of Kathy's Life too. Um, anyway, that's why I'm changing the name. I hope you like the name. I hope you can still find me. If you go Kathy's Happy Home, you're still going to come up with me, I think, in your search engines. But uh, that's what I'm doing. The second question that I want to answer for you was, one of you, and I don't remember which one, I'm so sorry, but one of you back during Vlogmas asked me about meal planning and how I do meal planning. Well, I don't. I really don't plan my meals. What I do is, I know what things we like to eat. I know if I buy chicken thighs, I'm going to have something I can do with them. If I buy pork chops, if I buy ham steak, I know what things we like and what we eat on a regular basis. So, what I do is I make sure I have all those things in stock in the freezer. And then I'll see how much time we have that night. Are we going out someplace? Does Joe have Bible study that night? Does he have one of his veterans meetings? Those nights I know I have to have something fast. Is something fast could be pancakes, or it could be hot dogs, or it could be something that I've done earlier, like make a stew and then we just have to dish it up. So in that way, I meal plan. Uh, but what I tend to do is I say, well, once a week I'll have pork, once a week I'll have chicken, once a week I'll have a vegetarian dinner, um, and then I say, well, what vegetables do I have in the freezer that goes with that? Uh, is it red hot out, or is it freezing cold out? The really going to have bitterly cold weather this week, down, not getting above freezing for several days. Well, those days I want to have something like soup or stew, or something that's going to be very warming and filling. If it's going to be a heat wave, then I'm going to go more for sandwiches or hot dogs. Um, so basically, a week at a time, I'll say, okay, we're going to have fish. This is what I have. This is what I have that goes with that. And let's see, I will have it on a Thursday. And I write it down on my calendar. This is what we're having for dinner. Sometimes I don't know until 2 minutes before I'm going to make it, because I keep changing my mind. But that's how I do it. No really big special thing. I just try to make it as easy as possible. And sometimes I'm so tired because a lot of you know I have heart problems, and sometimes I'm just really tired from my heart and my heart medicine. And I just can't do anything, and I'll say, we're having grilled cheese because that's the best I can do that night. So I hope that answers your question. I don't think it's a very good way to do it. It's not a very organized way to do it, but it's what works for me. And the third question I was asked was, how do you like your home now that you've been in it for several months? And it's coming up on this coming week. Yes, this coming week will be 6 months we've been here. I like it a lot better than when I first moved in. And I think the fact that I'm still unpacking, you would not believe how much we still have to unpack and go through. But as I do, I'm finding things that I thought I had left, things that have been missing. I'm finding places to put them. I'm getting myself more organized in my rooms. I'm just fixing up one room at a time. If I look at this whole house, it's overwhelming. I can't even tell you how overwhelming it is. So I decided I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm doing one room at a time. I decided to start with the living room. We have our sofa put up now, which is a big thing. I'm cleaning out boxes and bags and moving furniture. As each room gets finished, you, my friends, are going to get a sneak peek of the room. Well, not a sneak peek, but you'll get a look at the room finished. There still are some things, like I know we have to buy a rug for the living room. That's going to come up when we get some money to do it with. I'll tell you, finances have been really tight. Our mortgage has tripled moving here, and that has made a big difference in our income. Um, so we're doing little things, and they may not be the way they're going to be forever, but they're going to be okay for right now, you know? Um, and when I see things getting better, it makes me feel better, and I think that's making me feel better about the house too. But I do like it. I love that a lot of it is just on this one floor here, that I don't have to be running up and down stairs all the time like I did in the old house. Do I miss my old house? Oh, you bet. You bet. That was my dream house. It was the house I always wanted to have. But you don't keep things forever. Things here on earth are so transient. And I just had to get my head around that and realize that things don't last forever, and they're just things. I think about those poor people in California who have lost everything. Everything. This one woman on TV was saying everything she had was given to her shoes, her had nothing. And so when I look at that, I think how fortunate I am that I still have a lot of my things. Even if some of my most cherished possessions got thrown out, which I'm afraid this one bag, I was sure I had it with me, but it hasn't shown up. And I'm pretty sure it's gone. And it had in it some very dear, cherished things from my childhood. You can't keep everything. And I just have to let go of things. So that's a lesson I had to learn. It was a hard lesson, but it was a lesson I had to learn. And I'm glad I am. I'm not getting any younger. These things I'm not taking to heaven with me. So it's just things. So those are the three questions I had. I'm glad that you stopped by for this little Kathy chat. If you have any other questions, please, please, please ask me, because I'm always willing to talk to you. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.